been very exciting for those of you that have been on a previous presentation. We actually started the soft launch of Vappnet yesterday at 1:30 Eastern Time, and it's been quite a roller coaster and quite fun. So I want to just get right into the presentation. For those of you that may not have heard the presentation yet, we want to describe for you Vappnet. We're going to describe for you the business, and then we're going to describe for you the product. And we want to first give you the income disclosure information because this is a startup company, it's a launch. There is not enough statistical data to actually give you any information about what someone could make because this is the very beginning of this. But this is an unlimited opportunity where individuals can make money with an awesome product that we have here at Vappnet, and it's going to vary depending on your level of skill with sales and the number of people you reach out to and that sort of thing. This income disclosure statement is prominently displayed on our website, so you can go there anytime and take a look at that. So, Viral App Network, that's what Vappnet stands for. So this is an app company, and you may, if this is the first time you've been to the presentation, say, oh, I've seen a couple of those. And yes, I'm sure you have, because it's an extremely lucrative business. The Vapp industry is enormous and growing every day. But you haven't seen anything like Vappnet, because there is not anything out there like Vappnet. We have created something here that hasn't been done before. We like to say that it's history making because it is something that others have tried to achieve, and to this point, the only one that has is Vappnet. And you're saying, so what is it? It is a free games app network. And you may still be saying, well, what is that? So we're going to describe for you exactly what that means, and for you to understand the magnitude of this business, you need to understand the enormous potential there is in apps. This one screen describes it as far as I'm concerned. Over 50 billion apps have been downloaded from iTunes alone. And for you to understand how big that is, that's 10 apps for every man, woman, and child on the planet. It's an enormous vertical. And it didn't get that way from traditional advertising like commercials on TV or magazine ads. It got that way from people like me and you sharing it through social media. Sharing it any place you're at. You have your phone, you show somebody, here's this cool app I just downloaded, you got to check this out. It's people like me and you sharing, and that's exactly what Vappnet is all about. But we're not just talking about any app. We're talking about games. And you may or may not play games, but you need to understand also for this business how big the game industry is. So I just told you how big the app industry is. And of all the apps in all of the app stores, only 17% are games. That's a very small percentage. But consider this. 9 of the top 10 most downloaded paid apps are games. 16 of the top 20 most downloaded paid apps are games. So the money in the app industry is in games, and that's what we're doing here at Vappnet. We're starting the first free games app network. Now, you're saying it's free, how can you make money? Well, Angry Birds did a very good job of this. They started with a free app. They helped it to go viral. That game was very fun. People enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. And then they introduced a paid version of the game, and now they're making over $1 million a day. So what is our plan? Well, of course, we're going to lead with a free game as well. It's a smart plan. People love to play games. This game that we have with Vappy, which is our product through Vappnet, it's a fun game. It's easy. It's quick. It's mind-challenging. And it's something that you can share with your friends. As we said, it's free. The unique thing that we have that will help ours to go viral very quickly is that if you share it with your friends and they can win actual cash prizes with Vappy, cash prizes like $100, $500, $1,000, and more. And we have daily competitions, and if they enter those competitions on a daily basis for 30 days, they actually have the opportunity to play in the grand prize competition, which is $5,000, $10,000 or more. So that's pretty cool. That'll help people to share it quickly. But there's something even bigger and better than that. If they share Vappy with their friends, and one of their friends win a cash prize, now or any time in the future, they win the same prize. So when people share it with their friends play games, their friend wins a prize, they win the same prize. If they win, you win. So that alone will help it to go viral on the most basic level. But now let's talk about the paid portion of this industry. You may or may not know, but right now all over the world, people are spending anywhere from 99 cents and up for things like virtual swords, power packs, extra lives, even $39 charms for Candy Crush just to get to the next level or to have bragging rights to say that they won the game. Well, what if they could play the same type of game? And this is the type of game that we'll be launching Vappy with. It's a memory type game, and this is one version that's listed in Google Play. And we showed this particular slide because they give statistics on it. Over 5 million downloads from this one version. Over 1 million have been downloaded in the last month, new players of this game. It's a very popular game. It's easy. It's fun, which is exactly what we wanted with Vappy, was to have something that you could play quickly, that you could just not have any language barrier whatsoever, because we are global day one. We didn't want things that had to be translated, and anybody can look on here and say they're matching up 2 pictures of Las Vegas, or 2 pictures of Corvette, or 2 pictures of a Rolex. That doesn't take a language situation. It's just looking at the phone, looking at the game, flipping the different panels over and seeing if you've matched these 2 things. It's mind challenging. It's fun. But the great thing with us is that you can win actual money, $100, $500, $1,000 when someone wins the game. And if you've shared the game, you can win what they win. Now, what if you could take this same fun game, challenging to your brain, lots of cool things going on with the game itself, but what if you could pay for $1 and instead of getting a virtual sword, you have the opportunity to win a Rolex or a pair of Jimmy Choos? Do you think you would pay $5 if you had a chance to win a trip to Hawaii, all expenses paid? Do you think you might pay $10 to have the chance to win a Porsche or a Ferrari? Well, we think the answer is yes. And statistics prove it, actually. And oh, by the way, in these paid games, if your friend wins a Ferrari, so do you. So how many friends will you share this with? We feel that people will be sharing this like crazy. It's going to be lots of fun. It's going to be completely exciting to see what happens here. So what we've just described for you is the product of Vappnet. So Vappnet is the company, and Vappy is the product. It's a games platform where you can come and play free games. You can win cash prizes. If you share this game with your friends and they win a prize anytime in the future, you win the same prize. They also have paid games where you can win dream items like designer watches, dream vacations, awesome cars. And again, if you share this with your friends and they win a game anytime in the future, win one of these prizes, you win the same prize. So Vappy is the product, Vappnet is the company. So as we told you in the beginning, there's no guarantee of income. Everything is going to be based on an assortment of elements in your business, how much you share this, how good you are at sales, that sort of thing. But what we want to do in the next few slides is just describe for you some potential with the numbers that are actual in this business. So let's just say that in your network of connections on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever, you have 1,000 connections. And let's say you post a link, and of those 1,000 connections, actually 1/2% decide to join you in the business. That would be 5 people. You've just made a $100 ticket sales bonus from those 5 people. Now, I want to say that in the last 24 hours, a little bit less than 24 hours, we've had over 14 of these bonuses earned in very short order. And technically, you can earn these bonuses every, once a month, once a week, once an hour, once, as often as you want to earn this bonus, it's available to you because there is no limit to the number of these $100 bonuses that will be given out. So 5 people join your business as a promoter, and you've earned the $100 ticket sales bonus. So now let's just say that those 5 business promoters do the same thing and promote to their connections on Facebook, Twitter, and the different social medias. And they have the same result. They have 5 people each. You now have 5 people in your first level and 25 people in your second level. Pretty easy to understand and very achievable. So let's say the 25 people do the same thing with 5, and now you're down 3 levels. You're earning at the 3-level point. You've made your $100 ticket sales bonus, and now you're making $310 a month in residual income. But we don't just pay for 3 levels. We pay down 10 levels of affiliates and customers. And I think a lot of times in network marketing, the "and customers" doesn't mean much to most people. But in this particular business, it's going to be dramatic. It's going to be dramatic for the first time as far as I'm concerned. I think it's going to be overwhelming to see how dramatic the customer base can be here. So let me describe a little bit about what goes on with customers. In my opinion, a lot of network marketing companies, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them have done this wrong for years. This pie chart shows 5% Vappnet, which is the business. And you know, about 5% of the general population, and it's probably even less than that, are entrepreneurs or business owners. The other 95% are customers and consumers, and they don't want to own a business, they don't want to start a business, they don't want to join your business. But for years in network marketing, we've tried to convince them to join our business, and it doesn't work. They're not happy, they don't stay, they drop off. In this situation with Vappnet, the customer base will be a huge part of your income because people will share this. And when customers share it with customers who share it with customers because they want to be able to win the same prize as their friend if their friend wins a prize, all of those people will factor into your income because you make a percentage of every ticket sold through Vappy within the 10 levels of your affiliates and customers. Very huge part of this. So let me give you some numbers to help you understand how this works. In the same scenario that we had before with the 3 levels, only 3 levels of your promoters. Let's say that group of promoters each have 10 friends who love to play games. They've shared the Vappy game with them. They've been playing for free. But now those people decide to play for $1 to win the iPad. They're playing for the iPad game. You just made $77.50. But let's just say those same people decide to play the $10 game for the Porsche. You've now made $775 from one game. There's, 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year. We're talking this is from one game and 3 levels of customers. That's very powerful. What if it went 4 levels, over $3,000? What if it went down with the same math that we're talking about in this scenario for 5 levels? That's $19,525 from one game and 5 levels of customers. And again, as I said, we pay down 10 levels. So what we've just described is the Vappy product. The Vappnet product is Vappy. Vappy is the games platform. Vappnet is the company. And is Vappy an actual game? No. Vappy is the opportunity for us to have a number of games in our platform where you can come, you can send people, they can play games for free or play a paid game. They can share these games with their friends, and if their friends win a prize now or any time in the future, they win the same prize. That is Vappy. When you share Vappy with a friend, if your friend wins a Ferrari, so do you. This is going to be the power of the viral nature of this business, and it's going to be something that's going to move very quickly, as we can already see it happening. Now, what you need to understand right now is that Vappnet, the company, is the only thing we're promoting right now. We're going to go over the launch strategy in just a few minutes. But let me just tell you quickly what brought us to create Vappnet. The founders of Vappnet were a little discouraged with what was going on in the industry. They say necessity is the mother of invention. Well, there was a need, it felt like to us. It seemed like the same products were being repackaged and sold by new companies. There were new technology companies arriving on the scene, and they were very shiny and interesting in the beginning, and you would take a deeper look and there was really no substance and it was difficult to understand. And then you checked out their comp plan and it was even more difficult to understand and almost impossible for someone to earn. And we decided we wanted to do something that was exciting and that would keep it simple, that anybody that wanted to do this, you didn't have to be a mega recruiter to be able to do this. Anybody that wanted to do this could. It was a reasonable price, a reasonable entry price. We wanted to keep it all extremely simple and give you the tools that you needed to succeed. You can see the slide here is the back office, and there's all sorts of little cubes there that talk about your marketing tools and your referral traffic and your downline and your commission, all the things you need to be able to take a look at. Right there on the right, you see August 2013. There's a calendar, and these webinars will be in that calendar. You'll just click on the day, and the link for the webinars will be there. Also, we wanted to be able to see immediately if you were qualified, if something had happened and your card had expired and you needed to put a new expiration date in or something. We wanted you to see immediately with this big green check that you were commission qualified. We wanted you to be able to see your links immediately. I've been to websites and looked in the back office and the link was impossible to find. We wanted that easily displayed on the back office. You can see here under the marketing tools tab, we have banners, we have text ads, we have videos, and here's just a sample of some of those. You can see the banner ad page here, and you can see at the bottom of the page there are 5 pages of banners. This is a sampling of our squeeze pages. We have currently 20 squeeze pages in the back office. We have 10 for Vappnet, the company, which are the ones you would use to promote currently. And we have 10 that you can use for the product that you can use later on when we start phase 2. We really wanted to keep the compensation plan simple, and that's what we've done. It's 2 points, and that's it. So you earn 5% commission monthly on all ticket sales purchased by your network of affiliates and customers through 10 levels. Affiliates and customers, and you're going to be amazed at your customer base as this begins to launch phase 2 when you see this happen. You can also earn a $100 ticket sales bonus for every 5 affiliates that you refer who buy $40 worth of tickets when they join. Now, we do have a 30-day money-back guarantee for the business part. So the ticket sales are just like an app or an in-app purchase you would have at the iTunes store. The tickets are consumable, so there are not refunds on the tickets. But the $49.99, you can see if you are not completely satisfied, you can receive a full refund of the membership fee, the $49.99, within the first 30 days. So there is no risk here. You can go out to your networking friends and let them know about this amazing new business. You can see here on the right the $89.99 or the $49.99, and it's really important to know that you will be commission qualified immediately on the $89.99 because it includes your $49.99 and $40 worth of tickets that you'll be able to use to play the games. So the website is www.vappnet.com, and when you get there, there's a couple of important links you need to click on. If you click on the opportunity link that you see circled in red here, there's a video that describes everything that I've just described for you here. I like to do this in 15 or 20 minutes to let you know this is not rocket science. This is very easy for you to explain to people. We want to be able to explain it quickly and be concise so that you can go out and work your business the way you want to do it. But if you go to this opportunity link and see the video, I'm sure you're going to understand that it's exactly the same things that I've said here. It's actually the same script that we used to create the video that we use for this PowerPoint presentation. So everything you need as far as explaining this is right there. Under frequently asked questions, that's our help desk where you can submit support tickets if you have questions, but it also describes our launch plan, which we will talk about right now. So this is what the website looks like when you arrive at the Vappnet site. You're going to see some different pictures scrolling through about cars and vacations and lifestyle and that sort of thing. And right up here on the Opportunity tab is where you're going to see the video. And I can assure you that this video right here completely explains everything that I just explained on this PowerPoint presentation. But I also want to go over the details of the launch plan. And right here under the help desks and support area, phase 1 is what we have currently entered into. We started yesterday at 1:30, so you are in an excellent position to be able to market this. First to market is very important, but there's a lot of people out there, and even if you came in 3 months from now, there is enough people out there for you to build an enormous business and make good money with Vappnet. The pre-launch is where we want you to begin to build your business partner network. Just like the pie chart we showed for the whole public, you have your own pie chart. You have 5% of the people that you know probably really do have an interest in having a business. They want to make some extra money. They're truly interested. You don't have to twist their arm. They will jump on this when you tell them about it. So that 5% is who we're going to talk to now. The other 95% will be customers, and we're not going to discuss this with them at all until phase 2. We're doing this like a traditional business. If I owned a restaurant, if I was opening a restaurant, I wouldn't invite the customers first. I would have my servers trained. I would have my chef in there practicing making food. You know, it was like you start a business in the traditional way, the same way you would a network marketing business. Prepare your team. Get your sales force ready. Help them understand the business. That's what phase 1 is about. And you need to do that as quickly as you can because I can tell you people are moving quickly with this. Phase 2 will be when the Vappy games begin. We'll launch the games to the world. And then you can share the games with all of your friends that would never enter a business with you before. They weren't interested. You don't have to ask them to buy anything or to try this sample for free, and if you like it, call me next month. You just say, hey, here's a free game. I think you're going to like it. And by the way, if you win cash. It's pretty cool. They're going to like that. So that's what phase 2 is when the games begin, and that doesn't begin until the end of this phase 1 period, which is 30 days, approximately 30 days. So be sure you understand that we're not promoting the Vappy site where games are played. We're promoting the business to our networking friends. Phase 3 will be when the app is available to be downloaded in the App Store and Google Play. And we've done this strategically. Part of our launch strategy is not to release the app through the app stores until we have a large number of affiliates and customers already playing the games on the Vappy site. This will ensure that on the day that we release the app, we'll immediately be in the most downloaded game of the day section, raising the profile of Vappy and giving our affiliates a brand awareness boost that is going to be awesome for you to be out there marketing this product. So we are excited. I'm going to go over here and show you just the actual Vappy site. Again, we are not promoting this site yet. We just want you to see it, that it is real, that it exists, that all of this has been strategically planned carefully. We've been working on this for over a year. So this is the actual site. There is no mention of the business on this site. So you can, in complete comfort, introduce this at the end of the phase 1 to your friends who have no interest in network marketing and just say, check out this site. You can play games. It's fun. Just to show you what it looks like, where the gameplay is, you'll have the ability to look through here at the competitions, your winnings, the order history, all of that information. We'll have free games. There'll be a game that's every single day has a cash prize. Every single day, a free game with a cash prize, and there will be paid games. And just so you can see that there really is a game, I'll let you take a look at it here for just 2 seconds, and then I'm going to turn it over to Steve to have a couple of things to say. So there'll be matching things. People in any language can go in here. They don't have to go in here and translate anything. You can see when you're matching these things up, and it's fun, it's quick, it's easy, everybody can do it. So Steve, I'm going to turn it back to you to kind of close it out and see if I've left anything out.
Thank you, Candy. No, I don't think anything's been missed out at all. We just want to clarify there what Candy said one more time about the games. Those games are coming. Everything you see in that back office there, there's a lot of other features that are in there. The apps and everything are ready. So we're just working towards now. You know, this has been a real strategic plan over a long, prolonged period of time. So it's all ready to go. It's time to build the business. We're not doing a prolonged pre-launch where it's 3 months or 6 months or 9 months. You know, this is 30 days, and then we'll have the Vappy product, and then a short time after that, that product will be in the App Store. So there's not some very long, elongated, prolonged launch here and loads of hype and promises. This is here, this is real, this is now. It's been made simple. It's been built to look beautiful and appealing to the public. If you go to the Vappy website right now, you'll find there's no content on there, very little content, and that is done on purpose as well. We don't want people sharing it, and we knew that if we put a lot of content on there now, which is already, by the way, it is already, but we knew that if we put content on it, unfortunately some of the affiliates and promoters would start promoting. Whereas you're not going to promote to it when it's got a lack of content. So we've got all the content ready, the games are ready, and in fact there's a lot more than Candy has shown you there in what things look like. What you saw there was the web version of the game, so that's not to be overlooked either, that there are hundreds of millions of people playing games every single day at work, maybe having a coffee break or their lunch break, and they're sitting at their PCs doing that, having their lunch break and their coffee break at their computers at work, and they'll be able to play this game not just on their phones but on the website as well. And what's actually happening with those games, just for those people that might be wondering, well, how does that work? You know, how do you win? You are actually entering, when you enter a Vappy game, you are in a tournament. You're in a global tournament, and you're actually competing against another individual every single time you play a game, another real person somewhere else in the world. You're competing, and therefore one of you will be a winner in that particular round and one will be a loser in that particular round. But more than that, somebody, as a result of all of those rounds played throughout the day, will have the high score and be the winner and win the prize. And it doesn't matter whether they're playing for free to win a cash prize or whether they're playing with money, for example, $1 to win a Rolex, or $10 maybe to win a Porsche. It really doesn't matter. If a person that you have shared the game with, if a person that you've shared the app with wins a prize at any time in the future, you win the exact same prize as long as you played too. So it's very, very powerful and very, very viral. And once we release the game, the numbers that we're already seeing now for the business are phenomenal. Once the game is released, it will just be absolutely insane. So we hope you like it. If you've not already joined us, we would encourage you to get back to the person that invited you here and get started as quickly as possible. And let's just rock the world with this. So thanks for joining us on the webinar today, and I'll just hand back to Candy.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Just to let everyone know, in your back office on the calendar, it's going to give you the information about the webinars and the links. We'll also have recorded webinars up very shortly, and we have a Facebook fan page and a YouTube channel, and those will be accessible from your back office as well. So be sure and get connected with all of these things and check into the different information that's going to help you forward your business.